Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
So, a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Drop for...
defenders.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken at the 37. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover and plague it on the watch for.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Bryan Edwards, 34 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And back with a touchdown at 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive with 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the day.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it? We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Runs through another.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2nd and 2. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game. Defensively, maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down.
Back now in Baltimore. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, he's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jackson on 1st down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, #7 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. fields it right around the goal line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These 2 teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Throwing, Jackson.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Jackson
steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Jackson to throw.
Now he's flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the head.